Shout out to him.
Yeah. And guys, for the record,
Just sent this in.
Nathan did not complicate this with like an LLC. Dude, the guy just took action, got it done. He's not worried about what his accountant's going to say and stuff like that. And now, Nathan, I want you to watch some videos for your future
Nathan's on
deals
right now.
Yeah. And,
Yo, what's up, Zach? How you doing?
Nathan.
Oh, dude. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's
Dude.
up, man?
They're
What's
late.
up? How y'all doing?
Check.
Boy, last minute, huh?
Nah, I sent it on the 8th of last month. Y'all probably just didn't see it, but yeah, I just resent it.
Let me check. I don't think we got the email, but all right. We finally got it in just to confirm. So everyone email if you want to confirm it. But no, we went through all of them the past couple of days. So
Whatever. He's
congrats,
here. He
man.
got it.
$7,000.
That's awesome, man.
Bro, how did you get this deal?
It was from Driving for Dollars. Basically, it was weird. So basically, I had the property in my deal machine app, but there was no way that I could find the number. And coincidentally, I also had the guy's brother in my deal machine app. So when I called the brother, he told me he's not interested in selling his property, but his brother is interested in selling the property. So it took me about like 2 weeks to get the phone number. It took a little while, but he finally sent it, and I called him the next morning. I called him on a Sunday at like 9 a.m., and he said he was interested in selling. At first, he wanted like $7,000 for the house. I talked him down to $5,000, and then I told him, all the all the back taxes and all the liens, all that would come out of his fee. So it was kind of a complicated story. The guy lived 30 minutes out. I literally had to drive to this guy on four different occasions to give him certain paperwork. He was not tech savvy at all. He didn't know how to work an email. He didn't have a car. I had to drive him to the closing. I had to drive him to go cash his check at the bank. I had to, but it was my first deal, so I was hungry. So I just sucked it up and just did it.
Awesome.
Awesome, man.
See, you notice he didn't know exactly what he was doing. He had a guide to do it. And then when he hit a roadblock, he just so the guy didn't have transportation, so he just threw him in his car. I will tell you guys in the long run, the next time Nathan is I'm gonna have him call an Uber driver because you don't want any issues with sellers in your car. But listen, I've done this. Honestly, I've done that probably 20 times in my career, especially early part of it. So the key is you just persist and get through it, and the conviction to get through it. And the guy goes, I can't drive. I don't know how to do an email. I can't do an electronic signature. You guys have to solve those problems for them.
Of course.
You have to solve 20 problems with a seller, and sometimes you only got to solve 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we don't the deals don't tell you before you get them. Like sometimes you get a deal. Guys, sometimes I get some deals. I can't solve the problem. And I accept it when I go up front. But this is typical. But you didn't plan on solving all those problems, right, Nathan?
Of course not. I didn't even know any of that would have popped up. And the crazy thing is, I would have called him an Uber, but I literally ran out of money. I didn't have any money to even do that.
I get it. So you do what you got to do. So I'm I noticed there you had the check just made out to yourself. You probably didn't have time to figure out an LLC and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I didn't do none of that.
Yeah. So that's fine, guys. You first couple deals, do it. Don't get caught up in the minutia of getting everything set up, because in the end, an LLC is going to wash through his personal taxes anyways. So the only difference is the liability on the contract. So it's no big deal. I did my first deal in my name. I didn't even think twice about it. I didn't even know you could do it the other way. So that's awesome, man. So you got to keep that same action. And I promise you curveballs will still keep coming at you.
Oh yeah.
And then you just kind of just figure it out. It's because nobody knows until you get into it. You're I didn't know all this stuff's going to come at you. Yeah. That's the really cool part about the business. And sometimes you can't solve every problem. Sometimes they're it's a lien that's in excess of the value of the property, or the property's just so bad you can't make the numbers work. But so now we're gonna work on like putting a 1 in front of that 7 for you.
Oh yeah,
of course,
you just keep adding to it, because my first few deals was like a couple $1,000s, and I worked my way up to like $200,000 deals. But you have to go through the journey. If I had a way that Nathan could skip that journey and go to the front of the line, we would all do it. The reality in wholesaling is everybody has to go on the same journey. If you pay somebody, you still have to start from square one.
Of course.
The difference with me and Zach is we walk you through the journey, give it to you for free, and free you if you want to spend marketing dollars or you don't have any money, you can actually hustle through the journey and get it through it. So let me ask you this, Nathan. If we had to charge you for the course, would you have bought it from us before you got this deal? Honestly.
From you guys, since I trust you guys a lot, I probably would have.
Yeah.
I would have bought it, yeah.
Yeah, but
he had no money, so our sales team would have told you to put it on a credit card and you go in debt, which would have great, you know.
Of course. That's crazy to even think.
Well, that's the problem. If you paid us $5 or $10 grand, like this whole deal would be going to just cover the initial cost of you getting started, and you're back to square one.
But here's the problem, Nathan. Now everyone knows you made $7 grand on this deal. Every guru and their mom is going to tell you, give me that $7,000, and I'll show you how to turn it into this, or this. You got to use that money for your own. If you got that deal on drawing for dollars, you need to put at least $500 if you can on drawing for dollars, right? It is at least that.
Yeah, of course. I definitely paid months in advance for my deal machine app. I put a good sum amount on my skip tracing, and I just been driving every weekend, cold calling every single day. That's been what I've been doing. And on the weekends I get about roughly, let's say 500 every weekend, 500 new leads coming in every weekend.
Okay.
Or 1,000. Sometimes it's 1,000, depending on certain areas I go to, stuff like that. So I really been grinding. I really been trying to put in the work. And I also want to say, I know a lot of the gurus say, oh, you can get a deal in 3 months, a month. That is possible, but for me, it took me 6 months. You got to really grind if you really want to, get ahead. You got to really grind.
Yeah, but in each month builds up momentum. We find the hardest part is just getting people started.
Yeah,
there's so much information out there. You're like, oh, everything's, and I think everyone's over like, okay, I pay this company and they cut me to the front of the line. You can pay somebody $100 grand. You're still going to have to go through the exact same journey Nathan went through. Like, there's no way to skip that line. I keep telling people, a lot of people think if they pay a big fee, like they're cheating. You're not. I'm just telling you, you're still going to have to do whoever he or she tells you what to do. You're going to have to do the exact same action plan. Mm-hmm. So we give you 25 years on it. Dude, I appreciate you for grinding it out and sticking it out. Yeah, and dude, this is the first of many. Just keep doing them. And then if you ever need help on a deal, you know where we're at.
Of course. Yeah, I appreciate y'all greatly. Like, I would say that y'all really pushed me. Like, really, like, y'all pushed me. Like,
yeah, he's the grinder,
really thank
man.
Y'all for that, for real. Like, I wouldn't even have been in this position if it wasn't for y'all. Like, I'm gonna just keep it real. Like, watching y'all videos, it taught me a lot.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Hey, if you paid me money, I couldn't be so mean to you. But like at the end of the day, man, like it's not just watching videos anymore. Like asking, it's just doing it. And you did it.
Of course.
I mean, something clicked in your head to just start grinding through it. It worked, man. So, dude, all the congrats goes to you, man. All the power. I appreciate the nice words, but man, you need to thank yourself.
Yeah, it's you, man. It's and everybody who got a deal in this challenge, it's like we just give you an action plan, but you got to go out and do the work. If I could go out and do all the work for everybody, I promise you I would. But I can't be in every place at every time. So we try to get a platform where we give you the plan. We just push you to do the action. And some of you guys, like, we're tough on because that's how, like, so think about your parents, like whenever you had your mom or dad, like tell you something you didn't want to hear, but you're like, you know what, they're right.
Yeah.
And that's it. Sometimes when you pay people, they're going to tell you what you want to hear and just get you through their, I don't know, 30 or 90 day guarantee type of deal. Yeah. And then they're going to tell you, hey, dude, you got to go out and do it. We just tell you up front, go out, hit it, and just keep doing it. And you're going to get your teeth kicked in. Some of you guys are going to get a deal in 30 days. Some of you are going to wait up to a year. I don't know. A lot of it depends on you and your market, but you push through it. You got it. So the credit is really on you.
Yeah. Congrats, man. Like the first of many, man.
I appreciate that, man.